What is going on, YouTube? It's Tyler from Team TYC here, and I have Seabass and Steve with me, a couple of friends, and we're also live on Twitch.tv right now, /King_Chimchar. Now, Seabass has some predictions for the ban list because he's the smartest Yu-Gi-Oh player ever. Make it play Empty Jar like it's no tomorrow.
You're hyping this man up really hard.
And
Huh?
so,
You're hyping this man up real hard.
so this video will be Seabass's discussions of the ban list and what he thinks will be banned and unbanned and all that other good stuff. And then me and Steve will be reacting and giving our personal feedback. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Okay. So first things first, I do want to mention that
this is all opinion based.
Huh?
Are you saying like this is all like opinion based?
Oh yeah. It's all opinion, but also there's another remote duel extravaganza happening. What is it? Weekend of the 15th or something like that?
I think it's this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend coming up, and apparently Konami had told the people that are attending that
it'll be in this format.
Band.
Yeah, I think Farfa made a video on that.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, but they were told that they're going to be using the ban list that's in play as of right now, which leads for us to suspect the ban list will either
be the week after that.
On the website, upload it on the website, like revealed, either this week or early next week. Not effective until mid to late.
Okay. All right, Bass. Give me your first card, and I will type it up and I will present it.
Oh my god. Banned VFD because card's degenerate, needs to go.
Oh, okay. Preach, brother.
Yep, because
the problem with VFD, right, is that it says monsters with that attribute in your opponent's possession, and hand, graveyard, banished, everywhere, which is the problem with it. If it just said monsters your opponent controls, it would be doable.
Right.
You know, it wouldn't be as much of a problem, but under VFD, hand trap, graveyard effects, yada yada yada. It's just
right. VFD is a big problem, and here's the thing: like before Virtual World came out, like you didn't really see a lot of decks being able to make VFD unless it's like Dino or something. Like before Virtual World, I didn't know a deck that can make VFD besides Dinosaur.
I mean, Generate can make it pretty consistently.
Oh, Generator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was one deck, but that was like rogue tier at best. So
rogue tier, but they did have several event tops.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it just shows like how such a powerful card as Shrieking Wall Calamities can push these rogue and like rogue tier decks up to the top spots, which I think is really nice. I like that. That is giving like the rogue deck some help, but still like this card is so degenerate.
Yeah, just because right now there is a rank 9 turbo deck. What does Virtual World do without VFD?
Nothing, and I'm actually really excited to see what the deck will be able to do once Calamities goes, because the deck is still very powerful. Like Virtual World is still so good, but if it can't be pushing out like VFDs,
really good. Next they're probably just gonna hand loop with like Trish and rank 9 and stuff like that.
Yeah, Gotham's and Cloud Castle Turbo.
Yeah, like that's probably what they're gonna end up.
And wasn't there like a new rank 9 in the most recent set? Wasn't there a new rank 9 that's like a smaller Calamities? It's like a tree something. Oh yeah, it's this thing. Yeah, Sacred Tree Beast Hype Terran.
Sacred
Beast. During your turn, when you activate a card or effect, you can target one card of the same type in your graveyard attached as material. During your opponent's turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can detach one material of the same type from this card, and if you do, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. So
it's not like it only negates the activation of one card though.
Yeah. Like I can see Virtual World play this. Yeah, no, it's not bad for a rank 9. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, Bass, your next card.
Zexal, because it's the same exact thing except all cards.
I hate Zexal. Like it was cool they got the support with the Numeron stuff, being able to spit this thing out really easily. I'm like having word problems today, guys.
Yeah.
Because before, what was Zexal doing? You have to like discard this by like what? You can discard a rank up magic. Yep.
Yeah, but the problem, right? So, as much as the card's annoying to and there's a deck that literally focuses around turboing it out with 3 to 4 materials,
Right.
is annoying.
Exactly. Like you
Well,
see,
it's
so the
not
only decks
even
I've
really a
seen,
deck, it's an engine that
right?
you can just toss into any deck, really.
Because it's 3 Numeron wall, 3 Numeron network, 2 calling, right? Is it 2 calling or is
Yeah,
it
2
Yeah.
calling, and that's it in the main deck. And then it's literally just, what, 5 slots in the extra deck?
I mean, I've seen people like play double copies of each of the gates just for
yeah,
the ability.
You can just to go into it twice if you don't need the extra deck space. But
yeah,
like,
because
yeah,
Is it
but it's
interesting?
literally just like any deck can play. Like there's Eldritch, Numeron,
Yep.
Subterra Numeron, like
Guru.
all these slower strategies are and sometimes not playing it, that engine, just to add to that. Okay, so I'm playing a slower control deck. Zexal turboing out Zexal will give me the upper hand card advantage and being able to
Exactly.
make
Like
board presence.
I remember one time I was watching a replay of a match against Zodiac. It was Eldritch Numeron against something else. The guy went to imperm the Zexal. He changed a Conquistador to pop Zexal, so the Zexal effect would still go through because the
Yeah.
target was no longer on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a really cool line of play. I was like, wow, that's actually really annoying.
Yeah. The problem with Zexal is that it says your opponent can't activate card
Right.
for the turn that you detach a material. Like that alone is just why
And
is
it's
that
also
on
a
card?
beat. It can also be a beat stick too. Gains 1,000 attack for each
Yeah.
exceeds material. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah.
You agree?
Zexal? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people have been complaining about this card for so long, though. I think it should have been banned a while ago. I think that there's certain cards on that list that got axed just because of this card, and it's kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright.
wasn't it Argent? Was it Argent Force? that got
Argent
banned?
Chaos Force, yeah, Argent Chaos
Yeah.
Force.
See, that
Also,
leads
guys,
me to my next point.
Okay.
Right? So I feel like as annoying Zexal is, until we get the other like Zexal Dragon one or whatever, that's just
the Dragon
Judgment
Slash.
on legs. Yeah, whichever one. Until we get that, I realistically don't really see Zexal getting banned. Because Numerons can't really make anything else
Right.
outside of Zexal. But then once we get that dragon one that would replace it,
Yeah.
then they would have
it's-
another line of play.
It's Utopic. Yeah, here it is. It's Utopic Future Dragon. This card I love the card art on this card, but
And let me
it's
tell you, once that card comes out, it's gonna take Zoo to a whole new level.
true. This card hasn't been confirmed yet, right?
No, it hasn't. We have no
card?
idea now if it's
Utopic Future Dragon.
Oh yeah, it is future. Yeah, that card's gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
Alright. So the next card, Bass, and also guys, let us know what you
Next
think in the comment section below.
Next card can be debated where it can be placed on this list, but it definitely needs to get placed on this list.
and
due
that
to
would
the
be
fact-
Cyber Angel Ben 10, correct?
Yep, that would be Ben 10.
So here's my theory. Here's my thoughts. This card is insane. Like when Herald when this card first came out and we saw like Heralds playing it, it was really cool. But now that
That card
Drytron has the ability to just abuse and abuse and abuse this card, I think banning it is too hard. It like isn't like bad. It's a little harsh. I think putting it to 1 maybe might be better. So that way it's more easily addable to like DD Crow or something like that. But
Okay.
your points, Seabass, and then we'll go to Steve.
But the problem, right? So yeah, you can debate whether it goes 0 or 1. That's your prerogative.
Mm-hmm.
But this card alone made people start playing Heralds.
Right. And Heralds hasn't seen
And-
plays in like what? Since when?
Since this like Heralds never saw play, and then this card came out, they were getting top cuts here and there, and then they kind of got power crept a little bit. Now there's this deck that all you want to do is tribute your Ben 10 and
Right.
get pluses out the ass. Like the card is just
It's so good.
it's so good because it's not hard once per turn.
Okay. Steve, your thoughts? Did Steve die? Steve?
Sorry.
There you are.
I was chewing on some foods. So I think this card 100% should get hit in some way or shape or form.
Right.
This card was a problem even like coming into Link Era, like with the Auroradon combos, because if you could literally play a Herald deck with Auroradon and just spam triple Herald of the Arclight and search 2 Benten and Heralds, and you just keep tributing for Herald and keep getting negates for Herald.
It's so nuts.
It was insane, and the card just generates too much advantage in itself. Like,
but I like these cards from. Sorry to cut you off, but I like these cards like from like the anime archetypes that can come into our format and be good. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, but I mean, they create degenerate decks like Ben 10 Turbo, where it's literally just like, let me get Vanity Reads real quick.
And also, it's not very consistent right now, but there is a hand loop with Mind August, Evil Gishki, Mind August, and Ben 10 kind of feels that as well.
How do you spell? Is Evil Gishki one word?
I think so. Just type in Mind August, bro.
How do you spell that?
Spell it out. Or no, it's not that one. It's the other one that just got off the ban.
Okay. Yeah. Hold that for a second. All right, so is that it for your banned cards?
Oh no, it is Mind August. Yeah, that's all I can really see getting banned realistically. But I mean, there might be more. They might just completely miss VFD and ban like.
I don't think VFD's dodging. I don't think VFD's dodging another ban list.
It might though, just because I'm sure Konami's not done with the deck.
So let's move on to cards that can come off the ban list. Let's go over here to the ban list.
I was gonna say there's one other card that could possibly go back on the ban list.
Okay, what is that?
I think LP should get hit.
LP. Ooh.
I think LP should. I am a serious advocate for this deck.
Exactly, and you're a Dragon Link player, so you know from firsthand experience how degenerately broken this card is.
I think LP should get hit. It won't hurt the deck tremendously. The deck doesn't really need LP right now. It's doing crazy stuff without it half the time because you can. People used to think negating LP was like a godsend against like Dragon Link. It doesn't do much anymore.
I'll tell you, I used to play against Steve at locals, and any Dragon Link player, like I would hit the LP with like an Imperm or an Ash, and be like, oh yeah, I'm fine now, I'm fine, and they'd be like, hey, guess what? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Okay.
Yeah, because right now it's the deck just has too much power going forward. Like there's just too many power. Like
the problem is we're still in a slow format. Like the second we get into like a faster format, like Dragon Link, we're gonna skyrocket in popularity again.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Link's retopping now.
Is it? I haven't really looked at all the statistics yet of it.
It's retopping certain events.
I know in the OCG Dragon Link is doing pretty well. I think
it's doing okay, and they have LP banned.
Also, another thing with Dragon Link is it seems that ever since the Guard Dragons came out, every time there was a ban list, Dragon Link skyrockets in popularity.
Oh, absolutely.
And then it slowly goes back down.
Because what was the last hit for Dragon Link on this ban list? It was Destruction Sword, Link Cross. I'm trying to look at like all the old, like the most recent hits of Dragon Link being.
Link Cross is the hardest one.
Yeah, Destruction Sword you really don't care about.
Yeah, but Link Cross was more for
the Synchro Eldritch.
The genericity, how generic the card was like it wasn't targeted towards anything. It was just it was so degenerate and generic, and it just created so many combos that it just had to go because almost any deck could just throw in a tuner, boom, you have full like combo.
Right.
Like essentially.
And my problem with Dragon Link is that the reason, like, for me, I don't think the Link Cross banning and the Destruction Sword banning hurt the deck at all. I just think people got bored of the deck. You play this deck.
Oh, absolutely, playing like the same playing the same combo over and over again. It's fine when you go to these big tournaments and you can do it, but like when you're just casually sitting at home and like play testing with your friends, and they just be like, okay, do you have your combo? Okay, fine. All right. I'm gonna bring up a card that I want to talk about. I know Seabass will heavily agree with me on this one. I want to see Heavy Metal Foes Electromite back at 1. Thoughts?
I think it's possible due to the
Doremi cards
release of more Metal Foes support,
That's what I was saying. Like if they release Electromite, they will be able to like sell a little bit of Blazing Vortex because I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, the new Metal Foes are so good. No, they're kind of eh.
Okay, but you also got to look at it this way: how
Okay.
Electromite itself was never really played in Metal.
No.
It was mostly played in Performer Pal, Magician, whatever kind of
Endymion.
monstrosity you want to put out there, because it's a 1 card plus 20,000. All right.
Yeah, the fact that like on some of this thing sends something to the face of extra deck, it pops something and adds something back, it draws you a card. This card allows so many insane pluses, and I love it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, ready? Pen best deck. Shout out Drift Gaming.
No. Stop.
Shout out Drift Gaming.
So, as much as I would love to see Electromite come back,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the reality of it is gonna happen. Because sure, it's like you have Metal Foes that just got new support.
Right.
You have Doremi chords coming out in
The
whatever
set
that new
after
set is
Lightning
called.
Overdrive. The set after Lightning Overdrive.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's cool and all, but like, if you think about it, Doremi chords don't really probably care about making Electromite half the time. They
Oh no.
probably just want to like OTK and beat face.
Yeah, the fact that like
sounds
their pendulum summons cannot be negated is actually insane. That's nuts.
The- As much as I would love to see like Pendulum get like come back into Resurgence, I think that like Skullcrobat Joker has a better chance of getting off
Oh
the
my
ban list than
God.
Electromite.
Give me
Yeah.
Skull Crobat. Give me this
Yeah.
happy boy with this hat. Look at how happy he is.
Yeah. Besides, like Electromite paired with the right cards is like +4.
Yeah, like
Right.
Electromite with like Astrograph.
I mean, Astrograph is banned.
I know.
So,
I
yeah.
wish.
Even still, it's like like what Electromite generates one card in the extra deck, which in turn adds you a card back. So like you don't like lose any bit. So you at least get a +1 out of Electromite. Plus it gives you 2 arrows, and
Ye-
it's super generic for any Pendulum deck to make.
Exactly.
Hold on. You're missing, right? So it adds a card to the extra deck, searches you a card, and draws you a card.
Yeah,
All
but
in
you have
one
to
card.
Pop a card. You have to pop a card in order to. So like you don't lose.
Yeah.
Like the only card advantage you're gaining is 1 card
Right.
essentially.
I mean, yeah, theoretically, but I mean, it creates arrows for that card that was input.
well,
into the extra
yeah.
deck.
The thing is, it sets up your extra deck, which is huge in a Pendulum
Yeah.
deck.
Oh,
That's the
absolutely.
problem.
Like.
See, but
No, go
as
ahead.
much as a lot of people want like pendulums to see like a little bit more support, and I think Konami realized how much they messed up with pendulum deck,
Mhm.
the pendulum mechanic, that they kind of just want to slowly kill it out. And
Yeah,
I'm
'cause think
sure
about,
they're
like-
making a new like pendulum archetype, but it does nothing compared to what they used to.
Yeah,
do.
because like think about it like this. Pendulum summoning is one of the like most insane summoning mechanics like Yu-Gi-Oh has ever seen. The fact that with
Yeah,
2
I mean-
cards you just spit out your entire hand and just beat your opponent in for face isn't it like is ridiculous. Like Cleese being one of the first
even-
pendulum archetype. Like look at what Cleese did.
Yeah, they were Towers Turbo.
Strap on your helmets, boys.
Yeah.
Because Scout was
They feel great.
Scout is a soft once per turn, right? Or is it a hard once?
It's a soft
Soft ones, because you play with the
one.
what's that? The Performer Pedal hand trampoline thingy, whatever it's
Oh,
called.
the trampoline cat.
Yeah.
Trampoline.
You play with that and you just keep bouncing. I'm just boop, 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 boop,
Boop, boop,
boop,
boop,
and you
boop,
just-
boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, no, just pot of greed, draw Exodia, pot of greed, draw another piece of Exodia, swords are revealing lights.
Welcome, Dylan, to the YouTube recording session.
Duh.
Dylan, what do you think should come off the ban list?
I've been here the whole entire time.
Dylan, what do you think should come off the ban list?
Exodia.
Yep, I see these
Pot
limbs.
of greed.
Honestly, I agree with that. I think Exodia should come off because if you're dumb enough to play more than 3 pieces, of these, then you-
What are you saying about Dylan's intelligence?
I'm not saying anything about his intelligence. I'm just saying if you're dumb enough to play 3 pieces, there might be something wrong.
Dylan, how many
Hey,
pieces of Exodia would you play in an Exodia?
Oh no,
deck?
Steve disconnected. Oh no, what happened?
Did you-
Steve, Oh no, Steve, what happened? Is your
I-
internet dumb enough to let me disconnect it? Oh no.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, you're in my domain.
All right, boys, ready?
Hey,
Big top.
Here's the mathematical reason why Exodia will never come back to more than 1.
Mhm.
If you play 3 of each piece, your chances of drawing the 5 limb becomes significantly low.
Right.
But is Thousand Eye restrict banned?
Yes.
No.
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 You
No,
could
that's
try to play Metamorph as a
Yes, Metamorphosis is banned.
Dang. Let's say, can you fusion some like tribute for like you know what I'm talking about? The card that you could play to summon Thousand I Restrict, so that's why
Metamorphosis.
you would play the extra pieces.
I was right. Metamorphosis isn't banned.
Is it not?
Metamorphosis is-
Oh, it is banned.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now. That
Oh,
card's
shit.
OP.
All right,
It's like,
boys.
what?
I wanna get a real card talk. Ready? Max C.
Banned.
No.
I don't know what that is.
So
Incorrect.
Dylan, in context. During either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent would special summon one monster, special summon a monster, you immediately draw one card.
Hmm.
Think about it now with
So-
UQ.
I typed it up in Dueling Book, and what Max D comes out to be is Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon.
Yes!
I think that, yeah, Max D sounds like a cool card, yeah.
I love Chaos Max Dragon. All right.
No.
Okay.
But seriously, Maxi should not come
Yeah.
back.
The
Because-
the thing that so I've been watching a lot of OCG reports, and a lot
Same.
of OCG reports are literally like I think the past 2 years has been dominated by like control decks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like how much fun is that?
Because how
Like,
many
I
Maxes do they have over there? Do they have 3 or 1?
They have 3.
Three.
Holy-
They're full power. I think they have 3 of everything now because I think they brought back Ash.
Oh my god. Well, because
Yeah,
they
they
also have
brought back
Crossout
Ash, they brought
Designator
back-
too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So here's my thing. Like here, if you want to argue with Maxi coming back, I can understand because you have cards like Call by is at 1. right
Call
now,
by,
which
we have
is
Ash
the dumbest thing ever.
Blossom, you have
You
Gamma.
Ash. And everyone run its Ash.
Exactly. So,
So,
like,
like-
it's not easy. It's not hard to out the Max C. It's just what happens if you don't draw the Ash when you get Max C. Do you take the challenge, or you
The-
just try to build like the most mediocre board you can?
The problem is
Mhm.
that you have Max C on top of Nibiru.
Yeah, that's. Oh my god.
Those are the 2 like combo killers.
Exactly.
So like imagine if you had Max C and Nibiru both in hand.
Okay. Well, actually, let's talk about Call by the Grave then. Do we think Call by the Grave should be at more than 1? I think it should
I
be.
think it should
Honestly.
come back to 3. I think
Honestly,
it should
yeah.
come back to 3.
Okay. So this is another decent topic, right?
Right.
Called by the Grave, great card. I think it's a well designed card, but the problem that I have with it is control decks, combo decks, and like everything in between. They will be playing it at 3 to ensure that whatever they're doing goes through, right? So call by can negate basically every hand trap except Biru and Gam.
Exactly. Yeah, because they're not in hand.
But it also limits the playing field for graveyard style deck, like
Right.
Burning Abyss, Orchest, whatever. Because Call by serves as that kind of utility as well, where you can banish an important like combo piece from your opponent's graveyard, and they can't use that card for the rest of the turn. Also, you can banish cards from your own graveyard. If it's the mirror match and your opponent's starting to combo off after you did yours, you can call by your own copy of a combo starter combo piece, and your opponent can't combo.
Exactly. So.
So it serves too much utility. Is the problem that I have.
Okay. I like this discussion. This is really, honestly, a really good discussion. Do we have any other cards we want to talk about, or do we think that's it?
Okay. Well, no. I got a whole bunch of cards that should come back.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do this.
Vanity's Emptiness card should come back.
Oh my god.
You got Norden card should be back.
Hang on, slow down. Vanities. Why?
Oh, Vanities?
Yeah, why do you
Alright.
think
OCG has that thing at 3 and nobody plays it. Also, well, I mean, granted they are in like a control style format because they do have Maxi, but also Emptiness, I mean, we have Harpies back, we have Cyclones, Twin Twisters, NSTs, a bunch of cards that pop back row, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. Like,
Right.
back row isn't hard to out anymore.
But also, the card gets sent to the graveyard when any
Oh.
card on your side of the field leaves the board.
Exactly. So if your opponent wants to do anything, they have to like play a card and eventually out their own Vanity's Emptiness. It just comes down to when they want to do it, like when they want to out it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but haven't you heard of Key Beetle?
No.
Key
Master
Beetle.
Key Beetle?
Oh man, actually, yeah, no, I take Vanities back because of that card. Because I was playing. All right, so when DD first came out, I was playing Emptiness and Key Beetle, right? And I was playing the piece of poop rank 4s in there as well, just so that I could make key beetle vanities lock, right? But,
oh, it's this thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot what this thing
Yeah.
was.
but also, I did win a couple games with Necro Slime Beatdown because I had a vanities on the board. My opponent couldn't out it, and I just kept punching with Necro Slime. It was the funniest thing ever.
All
That
right,
was great.
love it.
But-
All right, time to talk about Norden.
But like, I have mixed feelings with Vanity, right? Because I enjoy combo and I enjoy control. Right?
Yeah,
So like, it destroys combo
yeah,
unless they're playing like back row removal or anything that could destroy anything on my side of the field, right? But then in the control matchups, it serves no purpose except for to play against combo deck. So I mean, like, Vanities is fairly easy to out, like in theory,
yeah.
but it's also a pretty cancerous card.
Okay. Wow, we're already at
But,
25
I mean,
minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's often.
All right,
comes to
let's finish it with this last card because we're already at 25 minutes for the YouTube video.
All right, the last
Norden.
card?
Yep, last card. Norden. Let's talk
No,
about it.
no.
Oh, okay.
Let's skip Norden. That's less likely to happen
Okay.
than anything else on this list. I think either Dynamite or True King's Return could come back to something.
I think they're more willing to give us True King's Return than Dynamite. But like they're pretty much the exact same card almost.
Yeah, they pretty much are. Dynamite just sets a trap or activates a trap from the deck, and Dynamite just sets a reborn.
All right.
And like, so the deck does nothing with one field spell.
Right.
Besides, Dynamite's at what? 1.
Yeah,
and
Dynamite's at 1,
Returns
returns at 2. Yep.
And like, the deck's like, as much as everyone hates True King,
Draco.
Draco. As much as people hate that deck, as long as the field spell's at 1 and Masterpiece banned,
Yeah,
That's-
there's literally no
it's
reason to worry
not
about.
going to be too cancerous, you know?
Yeah, because I remember playing at a Catskill Regional playing Draco with Masterpiece, and when I had a skill drain up when I attributed a trap for Masterpiece, and I was like, huh, this is high tier level gameplay, guys. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is going to be it for this ban list discussion video. Hopefully the ban list doesn't drop tomorrow when I'm going to upload this, but any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Ban list won't drop tomorrow.
It's not going to drop.
Bring back Stratos.
Strauss is back, though.
It's at 3.
Oh.
All right, guys. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Also, like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Until then, my name is Tyler from Team TUIC. For myself, Seabass, Dylan, and Steve, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.